Hi, I am Dale Hume, a longtime skating buddy of Bernie Lindgren's, one-time math student of Bernie's, which we found out through our conversations in skating, and also a recipient of the annual peanut brittle, which I'm sure the family knows about.
Yes.
It was a sad year this year when the peanut brittle didn't show up at the church staff party.
Oh.
Sad.
Oh.
But yeah, Bernie was a great guy, and of course miss that daily conversation with him at the rink. He'd always come out and say, "You can take my place." So, and I guess what has happened here is that families decided to donate Bernie's figure skates to a worthy cause, and decided that the skating program that I'm the director of is a worthy cause. And that program is New Directions Youth Ministry, the North Minneapolis Hockey and Figure Skating Program. That's a picture of Debbie Thomas.
Oh, Debbie Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, I know her. I mean, not personally, but
yeah,
I know who she is. Olympic star. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the front side is the North Minneapolis Hockey and Figure Skating Program. And Parade is our central rink indoors for this program.
So what
If
does
you'd
that
like to
mean?
see
What does that mean as far as ministry is concerned?
Well,
Yeah,
we're
how
located
is
in
this a
North
ministry?
Minneapolis, and North Minneapolis is a low-income neighborhood, and both the sports of hockey and figure skating have fees that are sometimes prohibitive to poor families. But for the skating community, that's not such a good thing, because sometimes you will have somebody with extreme talent who just needs to be supported. And so this program is more a program to get kids started. And then we work with the Minneapolis Figure Skating Club. Dr. Chris Williams is our contact there. They buy ice on the north side now. We're at that point where they buy ice. If you want to see this program every Sunday afternoon at 2:30, the instructor from Minneapolis Figure Skating Club is down there with kids from the New Directions program, teaching them to skate. One of the expensive parts about figure skating is quality skates. As most skaters know, it's not going to do you any good learn how to skate on a floppy ankle pair, on a cheap pair. So having a good inventory of skates for various sizes is important. Boys tend to grow big feet quick, and so you get a 5th or 6th grader, finding men's figure skates in the right size for them, and as they grow, to be able to grow with them in the skates.
So Bernie skates were a 9M. You think you might have somebody that...
I've got a 5th or 6th grader now, a boy, who looks like he's going to go on, and his feet are, I know they're larger than mine, and I'm an 8.5. So I think he's ready to move on, and these would be a good thing for him to have as he moves up.
And then this sounded exciting because if he outgrows them, they won't just go on a shelf, but instead will come back to
they
you.
stay with the program.
Okay.
So they'll stay with the program.
Wonderful.
But
Okay, that was my big
we're
question.
savvy enough to know you can't keep. He takes the skates with him.
Yes.
We
Oh,
get
yes.
to know these families well.
Right.
Yeah.
And we keep in contact with them, and he'll keep the
Okay.
skates as long as he can use them, and then he'll return them
Okay.
for somebody else
okay.
to use.
That was my big question about this whole
Yeah.
thing was, you know,
They stay
if
with the
boys are
program.
growing, this young man is gonna grow quickly out of his skates,
Right.
daddy skates.
And I'm a pastor at a Northside Church, St. Olaf Lutheran Church. This particular ministry is a separate nonprofit.
Yeah.
It's a 501c3, so
Uh-huh,
we give you a tax letter for them
Okay.
as a donation.
Oh, okay.
And do you have a lot of kids involved? I know
I don't know what you mean by a lot.
well, I mean like 20 or 40 or 10
In the
or...
figure skating program, we've got about 10.
Really?
now,
Good.
10
Good.
to 12.
Good.
In the plus we have a couple that are doing pretty well. We have Nissa Jornby, who started at North Commons Park. She's one of the stars of the Minneapolis Figure Skating Club.
Huh.
She's done real well. And before that, we had Roheen Ward. Some people know.
Oh, I know that name.
Yeah, Roheen placed, I think, his highest score was maybe 14th in the country.
Wow. Wow.
He almost went to the Olympics,
Oh my goodness.
but he fell a couple times.
Now, I told Bernie that, you know, when he got out on the ice, he was a visitor because the blue lines and the red lines So I hope that you're doing a good ministry with hockey players and not just figure skating.
Yeah, you being a hockey player, yeah. You sound like a Minnesota hockey player.
That's right,
Yeah,
that's right.
Right. That's one of the things we got to overcome with boys, because there's such a stigma with boys figure skating.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
part
Right.
of, that's part of the. And interestingly, the inroads are better made in the minority community, where there's less pressure on boys not to figure skate.
Yeah.
Less hockey pressure on them. So
Oh, yes.
yeah, so we tend to attract more minority boys than Caucasian
Okay.
at this point.
Good.
But like I say, we're more or less introductory. Once we get them to the point where they can go on, then we line up the support they need to go on. Like
Wonderful.
with Roheen, he graduated from our program after about 2 or 3 years. Skate circles around anybody, and he got picked up by some pretty good coaches.
Right.
Who saw his talent, and if they're talented, that's what'll happen.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, but otherwise they can just continue to progress as their family needs allow them to. They can stay with our program if they want, which is $5 a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And well, we don't provide transportation for the $5.
Uh-huh.
They have to get there on their own.
Wow.
But
Well, this is wonderful. Thank you for your ministry, and it'll be great to hear how these skates are used.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe even maybe I could even come visit sometime when the skates are being used.
Oh,
You know, just
wouldn't that be
Any
wonderful?
Sunday afternoon
Sunday
at
afternoon.
2:30
Okay.
at Victory Arena.
Yeah.
But then we'll find out when.
Why don't you email me the location? And,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's Victory Arena's at Henry High School, 42nd and Morgan Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
North.
Yeah.
And that's where the instructor there is the director of the Minneapolis Figure Skating Club,
Huh.
and she took a liking to some of these kids and volunteers now to be it's sort of the off-season tutor. This is the off-season now,
Mm,
but to keep the kids involved, of course, to progress, they have to skate right through the summer.
right.
So she took that on.
now, what was Debbie Thomas's connection again?
I just wanted to put a minority person on the brochure,
Okay.
and
Did she have to
we've
give her
been
permission
around.
for that?
No, she's a public figure.
Okay.
And this indicates how long we've been around and how long it's been since we updated our brochure.
Okay. Okay, got it.
But yeah, we wanted to represent a
Yes.
minority person there.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again. Thank you again. All right. I'm here with Dale Hume. I'm Mark Thompson, and I skated with Bernie for about 2.5 years. And even though he wasn't a hockey player like I was, we still had a lot to talk about and developed a good friendship. So we have Bernie's skates here that we want to give to you, Dale, for your ministry. And I wrote something to the future skaters.
Oh,
And I hope that you can share this with them
okay.
if it works out. So I say, Dear skater, these are your skates to wear and use. They belong to a great man who last skated when he was 88. His name was Bernard Lindgren, Professor Lindgren, to his many students at the University of Minnesota. He was also known as Dad, Grandpa, and Great-Grandpa. I called him my friend. Bernie did not skate fast. After all, he was 88. Instead, he skated with precision and style. Every day he worked on his balance, his backward skating, his edges, and his form. He looked forward to his weekly couple skating. So, as you use his skates, wear them proudly, respect them, take good care of them, and treat them well. We hope you enjoy them as much as Bernie did. Signed, Bernie's friends and family.
Wow.
So, thank you again for your
Yeah,
ministry.
thank you. And I know, boy, we're thinking of his mother would be receptive to this. She would share those sentiments with him.
Very good. All right, and now we have the transfer of the skates here. And let me just say, when I brought these in to get them sharpened, and the people looked at them and they said, these are really good skates.
That is so nice to hear.
These are really good skates. So somebody's gonna not only benefit from using skates, but also get some good ones.
Right. Right. So, Dale, one last look.
One last look, yeah.
All right.
It's just kind of an emotional moment, and I thank you so much for receiving, and thank you for your work in this ministry with the North Minneapolis Hockey and Figure Skating Program.
Well,
And I hope they will be well used by many.
and I thank you on behalf of the people who will be using them, the children that will be using them. And thank you, Bernie. You won't need these anymore. You're able to do the perfect 3-turn without them.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah. And thank you.